everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is another great day for riding here in Oregon. It is actually pretty warm, in the 80s. Well, for Oregon at least. I know down south there in Arizona and whatnot, that's probably a cool day. Nice Corvette. Had to take a drive in mine today. Got a video on that. As you're seeing this, the KLX will be going to the shop in 2 days. Well, not the KLX, the head of the KLX will be going to the shop. Why do people insist on pulling out in front of traffic when they see them? Okay, can barely get an intro here. So much going on. Those guys on the bike, like the KLX, gave me a Shaka hang loose symbol. So KLX cylinder head will be going to the shop here in the next couple of days. Gonna be exciting. Then after that, once the bike is all assembled, gonna take it to the dyno shop, gonna get it tuned, gonna have another shop do the tuning different than the shop who did the baseline dyno run with the big bore. They do good work here. They're pretty much the go-to guys for dyno tuning around here. But right now, we are headed to the Harley dealership because all you guys in the comments commenting I should do a Harley for the next build. Well, it was definitely on my list before, but I wasn't able to fit it in the build decision video, and I thought I had my mind made up, but all these comments again have me second guessing myself. So we're gonna go to the Harley dealership here real quick and see. Whoa, you way overshot that. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't find, well, I guess a Harley, more specifically a street rod, maybe a Roadster to sit on. So like I said, all these comments, well, you guys got me second guessing myself again. Oh wow, they put the chains back up on the Toys R Us lot. I wonder why. I really want to see a street rod. I think I've only seen one person. I don't think I've sat on one though. And just like that, here we are. Street rods. Street rods. That looks like a street, not a street rod. Well, I guess we can walk inside real quick and see if they have one. Let's see if we can't find one. Jeff. Jeff and Bryce. So other than the motor differences, what would you say are the big differences between this and the street rod? I know.
Street rod is like not, I mean, other than having a Harley emblem on the tank, it's not really a Harley. If that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Street rod, the street model, the street line in general was created to compete with the Japanese bikes. So nothing about them is like in line with any other Harley that Harley makes at all. It's completely different than every other Harley, so everything's different. Yeah, the street rod is more like a Japanese metric bike than it is a Harley. Have you seen the Fat Bob, or have you considered the Fat Bob as a soft tail?
Almost feels well, the center of gravity is lower.
Yeah, it is.
Than the Roadster.
Bike, you know, you just sat on the Roadster and lifted it up. This one's about 150 pounds heavier, but it really doesn't feel that much heavier just because of the way that the weight is distributed.
And like tracker stuff too, you think? Yeah.
You think you want to do something where you want to take some bikes for a ride?
Alright, so some good information there. I'll filter out hopefully some good points there, and hopefully you guys are able to hear them. But the two I wanted to look at were the Roadster and the Street Rod, and that dealer never has a Street Rod. I know the Street Rod isn't a true Harley, as they say, but I don't know, it kind of intrigues my interest for builds like this, which I'll put up on the screen right now. So as you can see right there, that's what I'm kind of going for with the Street Rod. I thought the street models were assembled in the US if their end destination was the US, Mexico, or Canada. He said that all of them are not assembled in the US, so I guess I'll have to do more research on that. I'd prefer it to be assembled in the US. Let's have some fun here real quick before we continue on the topic of this video. There we go, getting the wheel up now. Still leaning forward, need to lean back a bit more. Let's get one more in. Every time I go out and ride, I'm going to try and practice wheelies, just so I don't lose the skill, I should say. Alright, well, that was much easier to get the front wheel up than last time. So let's go ahead and continue on with the topic at hand here. So I want to do a Street Rod build or Roadster build, and the Street Rod was on my original list for the next build video, but that video got really long and I didn't have enough room to squeeze it in. But I thought I had my mind made up with the FZ09, and with the FZ09, this is exactly what I'm shooting for here. As you can see, a long travel FZ09, 115 horsepower dirt bike is what that would equate to. I'm sure you guys have seen that video of, I think the bike was made in Japan, maybe Thailand, not sure. There you can see that it's basically a long travel FZ09. But then all you guys started commenting, hey, you should do a Harley build. And all these comments got my mind thinking again. A Harley build would be something different, especially if it was a Street Rod and Roadster. I don't follow many Harley YouTubers, so I could be wrong. Maybe someone's done a build with them, but as you can see, that's the build I would want to do. Make it into a tracker scrambler, and hey, here's even a long travel version of the Street Rod. I think a Harley build would be something different, something that I could work with. Got to love it. Downshift and go. But anyways, with the FZ09, there's other builds out there and a lot of people have them, but that build right there, I haven't seen anyone who's tried to replicate it, so that would be cool as well. Try and replicate that. Man, it is hot. The Street Rod would be a little bit lighter for a tracker slash scrambler build. The Roadster does have a little bit more motor to pull it along, and the Sportster also has a bunch of aftermarket parts available, progressive shocks, fork upgrades, all that good stuff. And the Street Rod might be compatible, might be able to put the progressive shocks on the rear, get a little bit more travel out of them. But I think the Street Rod might be a little bit closer to getting to around 450 pounds is where I want to end up. So I don't know, leave your comments down below. The whole reason I made this video is because I got a bunch of comments saying I should do a Harley build, and of course that got my mind racing again. Thought I had it all figured out. I do like that FZ09 idea, but I also like the idea of a Harley, and I do have a soft spot for American muscle. Oh yeah, I need new tires. Whoa, front end washing out. So go ahead, leave a comment down below what you think about Harley build, and also in comparison to the FZ09 build, which is what I was going to proceed with before all you guys commented, hey, you should do a Harley build. I like them both, hard to decide. Harley has that American spirit built into it. The FZ09 would be pretty unique, so would the Harley. Like I said, haven't really seen too many builds with the Roadster or a street rod. I feel like the street rod would be a little bit different than the Roadster because the Roadster is based off of the Sportster, and there's been a lot of builds with that. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a big thumbs up. Also share it to your friends and those who may enjoy it. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, get the bell on. You're going to want to be able to keep up with KLX going stage 3 here. Ported ahead, coming next week. Got some other videos lined up. In the meantime, while the head is getting ported and the dyno session is going, stay tuned for those. But get excited, everyone, summer's here. So with all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one. Man.
I'm the motherfucker.